Yo. Whenever I ask people about their favorite PLLs, they always reply with stuff like J-perm, T-perm, a certain G-perm finger trick, V-perm. No one says V-perm, right? Well, let's get rid of all of them. Even you, J-perm. Well, today I will talk about 5 reasons why I think U-perms are the best PLLs. Let's get right into it with number 1, which is U-perms are fast. And I mean really fast. Roll tape. Woo! Woo! And I'm just your average cuber boy. Just imagine what Lucas Eder or Max Spark could do on a great day. And right now I will tell you how I finger trick my U-perms. Now you have to know that Fingertricks is personal preference, but I would say if they don't fit you, don't do them. And if you like them, great. So let's start with the UA perm. And this one is the counterclockwise one. UA, counterclockwise? I know it doesn't make sense. Now if you're just going to learn one alg for each U-perm, I really suggest you to do them from the back. I'll explain why later. This is how I do it. Push with my index. R2. Index. And then drag with my ring finger right here and go back. Now you may have noticed if you do the alg, the bar that is facing you will do U2 in UF. So the only thing you have to remember is that the opposite color will face you. So if I do the alg from here, red will face me and I'll just have to end with U prime. Just like that. So now the UB perm. And this one is a clockwise one. Once again, I really suggest you to do them from the back. And I finger trick it like this. Index. Index. And now comes the R3 and you can see that I'll just do an R2 and use my index finger to just push it a bit further. Index. Push. And come back. Pretty cool. And right now you're saying, but my J-perm is also really fast. Well, do you know your J-perm from both sides? And that's when we come to number 2, which is you can really easily learn U-perms from both sides. I'll teach you right now. Starting with the UA perm. So I use a standard alg for this one and it goes like this. Thumb for the U prime. Go further. Push right here. And that's the most important thing, the push right here. Regrip. Now the UB perm from this side. And once again, I use the R3 alg. And I'll do it like this. Push with my middle finger, like that. And this drag you really have to practice, because it's really important. So once again, this. Like this. Now comes the R3, and once again, use your index to just do it a bit further. And come back. And then we come to point 3, which is the recognition for U-perms is really easy. Let's say you do a U-perm from the back, like this. The only thing you have to see is the bar. And if you cannot see a bar, I don't know what to say. And either these two are opposite or not. Now from the other side it's a bit more difficult because you can have this and you don't really see a bar. So it can be a bit more tricky, but still, it's really easy. Yeah, and now you're saying, well, I know my G-perm from both sides. Well, I bet you never lock up on your G-perms, do you? That's when we come to number 4, which is U-perms are 2-gen, which basically means only R and U moves. And I've noticed that I almost never lock up on 2-gen algs. Coincidence? I think not. And the second benefit of it being 2-gen is that if you're a one-handed guy, do you say one-handed guy? Well, if you are one, you will probably love the U-perms, because they're just the fastest PLLs to do one-handed. And probably there is someone right now who says, well, I always lock up on U-perms and never on my G-perms. Well, if that's the case for you, I come to my last point, number 5, which is you can influence the probability of getting a U-perm. Right now you're like, nah, you cannot do that. Well, you can. If you're a real cuber G, you have probably heard of COLL. which basically means solving your OLL and your corners at the same time. And if you know COLL, well, 2/3 of all your PLLs are U-perms. And that's just awesome. You have a PLL that you can finger trick crazy fast. You know from both sides. Recognition is super easy. You almost never lock up on, and you can influence this probability. And that's why I think that U-perms are the ultimate PLLs. So before I end this video, I quickly want to say that I know there is no such thing as the best PLL. This is just my personal preference, and that's why I would love to hear from you guys what your favorite PLLs are and why. And even how fast you can do them. So I hope you learned something from the video, and if you did, please like the video. And if you want to see more of me, please subscribe. So I guess I'll see you next time. Ciao.